What's going on YouTube? Reach for the Stars here, and today I'm kind of going to bring you guys a little bit of a Destiny rant, if you will. The footage that's playing in the background was an Archon Forge, where myself and my friend Kraker were literally in the Archon Forge for about an hour, and this fucking servitor would not despawn. It would not take damage. We put about 14 Galahorns into it, and it just continued to stay there and wreck us. Now, whether you're saying right now, Reach, well, that's not a fucking big deal, it's just Archon Forge. Let me finish. This kind of thing happens to millions of people daily, and it is a constant reminder of how neglectful Bungie is to their servers, how they need to be updated, how they need to be cared for and tended to just like a child. When you are a developer and create a game and make millions, multi-millions of dollars off of that game, you are entitled to and held to the fact that you need to take care of that game. We have put our trust, our time, our money into it, and we expect you to be considerate and careful while going over all material that has to do with online gameplay. So the first thing we're going to talk about is how unbalanced the Crucible is. If you don't have a fucking shotgun and a pulse rifle, especially the Clever Dragon or the Blind Perdition, if you don't have one of these pulse rifles, let's be honest, you're doing absolute shit. Let's be real right now. Let's not fool ourselves here, okay? Let's not fool the people who think they're fucking professionals when they're just average players at best. Me, I consider myself to be an average player. I know I'm not the best. Yeah, sure, I start games off in the first 20 seconds getting triples with snipes and shit like that, but that can happen to anybody. That's just about map placement. I digress. I am so sick of going into Crucible and putting time into it, because that, let's be real, that's where I mainly put my time in now. If you know anything about myself or the one-man show in Zanzibar, we are PvE gods. Okay, we have been able to solo countless raids. We've been able to do things that most people couldn't do. We've helped countless amount of people get things that they weren't able to get just by ourselves or as a group. We've done it. When it comes to PvP, you'd like to think that all your refined skills and understanding of the mechanics of the game, map control, territory control, especially if you're playing games like Control or Salvage, you know, it's all about strategy, things like that. I feel like it's so unbalanced, you know. I have no problem with getting beat by a better player, but when I'm matching up with players who are skill-based, right, I'm matching up with somebody who has a 1.5 just like myself, but they're halfway across the continent, right? They're halfway on another continent somewhere. I'm playing people in the UK, things like that, for my 8-0 Trials game, and it ruins it all the time, just based off connection alone. I have nothing against these people, but Bungie needs to fucking fix their servers. They need to make it so you don't connect with somebody who's in fucking Australia and you're running at about a fucking 10 ping rate. That's ridiculous. That's like 5 frames a second. Like, that's not even how the game's supposed to be played, and people are winning because of this. Let's talk about something real quick about hackers before we get into Ghost Bullets, because I think Ghost Bullets and Bloom are a big thing with the mechanics of PvP right now, especially some of your favorite hand cannons, such as the Last Word. Something needs to be done, you know. We're nearing the end of this game, and yeah, we got a 10-year plan. Oh, don't worry, guys, we got a 10-year fucking plan. We'll be set for 10 years, and also spending $20 every other fucking couple of months when a new DLC comes out, instead of them just releasing a whole game like they should. They're money hungry. No problem, I digress. It's part of this sad thing we call life, where the almighty dollar rules everyone's minds, their thoughts, their emotions, their feelings, everything. But anyways, I could talk about that for hours. Let's go over the final point of this video. What you see right now is me testing out Ghost Bullets. As you can see with certain hand cannons, Ghost Bullets are not a problem, because Bloom has not been implemented into their mechanics. If you don't know what Bloom is, I recommend you go watch Triple Rex video on Ghost Bullets. Very hard to miss. It was uploaded in the past couple months. Easy to find. Certain hand cannons don't have this, but let's basically talk about what it means, and you'll see what it means when I put the Last Word on here in a second. Basically, it doesn't matter if you are aimed dead at their head. There is an RNG based system that determines which shot is going to connect to their head. As you can see, I'm aimed right at Alex's head. Right at his head. And that is proper placement for the marker for a headshot. I don't care what you're going to say or who you are. Trust me, I've been using the last word since year 1. Anyways, as you could see, you know, for every bullet that hit, there was 2 bullets that didn't hit. And I'm using proper mechanics. I'm aiming down my sights and coming out of the sights and aiming them down and coming out for optimal aim assist. Half of the shots don't even connect, even though I'm aimed right at this motherfucker. This is Bloom working at its best. And as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge, it has not been taken out of the mechanics of the last word, Thorn. I know a couple other guns, I'm pretty sure. Not all of them. I think a couple scout rifles as well. But this is bullshit, guys. It has totally ruined my Crucible experience. I'm not claiming to be the best Crucible player, but I do play tactically. I think smart. If I'm in a 1v3 situation and I can't get 1v1s going to pick them off one at a time, I'm completely out of there. I'm always a smart player. I'm ending up with 1.0 KDs and higher each game. Not always, but 90% of the time. But anyways, guys, you know, I just wanted to let this be known. You know, make complaints, complain about it. Don't be satisfied with it. This game could be so much better if we do it the right way and get rid of Bloom. But anyways, this is just a little bullshit rant video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Reach for the stars. Have a beautiful day.